it. You can always jump back in. So, all right. Good morning, everybody. This is Caroline Hutchison. I am live from Marathon, Florida this week, but every week I'll be doing these training classes to help you guys get some fun, informative information about some of the tools and tricks that I use on a regular basis to do marketing, social media content. I own a media agency called Medina Media, like I said, and we use Canva a lot. So I thought it would be, it is definitely something that I get asked questions all the time. People ask, how do I make a post? Can I make a video in Canva? You can literally do anything in Canva. Canva gives you so many tools that are free. But I would recommend, if you want to use it for your business, to take advantage of the pro tools. It's not expensive. I think it's like $10 or something a month, and you get I have not found anything that I can search that I cannot find a file or video or a sample of something for. So it's been very valuable for me with my media agency. Hopefully you guys will be able to hear me pretty close to the airport, like I said. So if it gets crazy, I'll go inside, but I was trying to take up some of the sun out here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and share my
Coming through,
screen.
coming through nice and clear.
Okay, cool. Let me know if you can't hear me. I appreciate that, Ken. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen and get this started. And I did create this presentation in Canva. So we're going to use Canva to do our presentation and also to teach you how to use Canva. I'm going to use Canva to teach you. So it's going to be great. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is basically just like creating a campaign. So let's say you want to create a campaign for the year. I use Canva to create a quarterly campaign is ideal. That way you have all your content created. When you get into that rhythm of creating stuff, you can kind of stay on task, make a template, and just kind of keep making posts that are relevant to what your campaign is about. So before you go into Canva, it's a good idea to have some ideas, maybe jot down a few things that you want to try to create, and then you go in there with some things to search for and kind of ideas of what you want to do. Make sure that whatever you're creating always stays within your branding. So if you have, a font that you want to use, if you have keywords and phrases, you should always try to implement those right into your posts that you're making. Um, hashtags and keywords. So this is something I covered for quite a bit of my last training, and that's in my YouTube channel if you didn't get a chance to watch it. But hashtags and keywords are really relevant even when you're creating a graphic. So you want your graphic to coincide with whatever you're writing about. So as you're making a post, a video, a story, it should still stay in line with what your hashtags say, so that if somebody's following you and they followed you because they found you through a certain hashtag, that way your post will always be in synchronicity with what they're looking for. So they won't come in to follow you for posts about HVAC and see posts about something totally irrelevant and unfollow you, right? A lot of the platforms that we use day to day are used for business and for personal use, and that works great for businesses that are B2C and B2B. So if you're looking for ways to connect your business with the consumer, then obviously you want to reach them through Facebook, through Instagram, through Pinterest. If you're looking for ways to reach somebody, if you're a business and you're trying to connect with other businesses, you might be better served putting yourself on Google, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So those are always things to think about. Like, what are you creating this content for? Who are you trying to reach? And what platform are you going to use it for? And then what we'll do is go through how to make content specific for that platform with Canva today. Does anybody have questions so far or have any issues with getting into Canva? Because I would like, while we're going through some of this, if it's possible for you guys to have Canva pulled up on your own, even if it's on your cell phone or a second device, so you can kind of try and do stuff as we're going through this. If you don't have a Canva account, try to go to canva.com and create one. It should be pretty easy if you're logged into your phone on Instagram or Facebook. It should try to log you right in with like your Google account or your Facebook account. So today I'm going to use Canva to create posts for Facebook and Instagram, which connect to Meta Business. All right. And most of you guys are probably familiar with Facebook and Instagram the most. So I feel like that's a good place to start. If there is something you want to create a post specifically for, like I know we have a lady that has a travel agency on here. I'm trying to remember, is it Joan, I believe, that has a travel agency? But she was saying she wanted to try to create some stuff for her business. This would be a great use to make stuff for Facebook and Instagram right now. All righty. I see Barb joined us. Hello, Barb. Good to see you, madam. All right.
Yes, that's me. Thanks.
Okay, good. If anybody has questions or needs help getting logged into Canva, this is the time to speak or forever hold your peace. So once you're logged into Canva, you're going to have options right there at the beginning. And the first thing I want you to do is click on the create a design button that you have and select Instagram post, which should be pretty easy in that drop down menu. I'm just going to open another tab here and do this one step at a time with you. So when you come to Canva, you're on your home. Up here on the right top side, there's create a design. And we're going to click Instagram post. So now we have a blank square. And what's cool is depending on what you want to make a post for, Canva will create the template for you to make it so it's sized appropriately for the platform you're going to use. So if we're using Instagram, we want to make sure we select an Instagram post. If you were to try to make a post or a picture for YouTube, a cover for your YouTube graphic, a background for LinkedIn, you can pretty much come here and create anything and it'll size it accordingly so that it doesn't cut off stuff on the sides when you put it in there. I know a lot of times you try to make like your Facebook cover, for instance, and you go to make it and it cuts off half of the information and you have to like try to scoot it in to fit in there. This will eliminate that problem and show you where when you're creating that cover, it will get cut off. So everybody should have a blank canvas right now. Okay. We can use templates to create our posts. So on the left-hand side here, you have your blank thing, and then you can click over here on the left, and there's all these different elements and things you can choose from. And one of the things you should have is this design button. So if you want to use a template, there's a ton of them in here. It shows you ones you've recently used, or you can just click one and it automatically plugs that template in. So now you have an appropriately sized graphic that you can customize. So if we wanted to make a graphic about me, Caroline, and my media agency, I can say marketing on a budget. And what I want you guys to do is while we're doing this, like kind of together, go through and make a couple of posts. So if you run into a problem, you can ask me right now. And while we're here together, I can try to help you make something and then we'll go right in and post it if we can. So you're resizing it by grabbing it. You know, you can grab and drag and you see how it's behind that picture. So if I want to get it to come in front of that picture, right up here where it says position, I'll click on that. And then it gives me these options over here. And this is how you can arrange the different layers you have in your graphic. So I'm going to say, I want this to be in the front. So I'm going to bring it forward, forward, boom. Now it's in front of the picture. And down here, all you have to do to edit this is click on it. And I'm going to say, looking for support, not sure where to start. Medina Media Productions and all right. And then this is not my name, so I'm going to change this to my name. And it's a little too big, so I can adjust the font by just adjusting it here. I can also make it larger or smaller, just grabbing on it and dragging it. If I want to change that font, there's so many cool things you can do with changing your font. So you can click on the font that you want to change and then click on effects. And let's say I want to like make it neon pink or glow. I can click on this neon option and then I have to change the colors and make it glow like that. One of the cool things that Canva does is when you change one color, one font to another color, it suggests down here, do you want to change all of those from brown to pink? And I can say, yeah. And now look, boom, it changed every font in here, every single text box to pink. And I'm like, ew, I don't like that. Let me actually match it to my brand. So I've already come in here and created brand guides for some of my clients, right? So you can create a brand kit that Medina Media has a brand kit. And these are the colors that are in my logo. So now I don't have to like try to match it. I can literally just say, I want my font to all be green because that's the green that's in my logo. And there's a weird little thing right here. I'm going to grab that and delete it. So now let's say I want to change this photo in here to my photo. I can upload pictures from my computer right to Canva. So I know on my desktop, I have a photo of myself. So I'm going to go upload photos, go right to my desktop, grab this picture of myself and say open. Boom, now there's a picture of me on there. Let's say I haven't done this yet and I want to add my logo. Same thing, you go to upload files. On my desktop, I have my logo saved there. Click open, and now it uploads my logo to this magical software. So now if I want to replace that photo of that girl on there with my photo, all I have to do is grab my picture and drag it over here. And when I hover over that, it literally starts to put it in there and I can just let go of it and it replaces it. Now, one of the things that I noticed right away, obviously you can no longer read these lettering. So there's a couple of things I could do. I could flip this picture so the white space is over here where the wording is. And now you can kind of read it better. That was an easy fix. Another thing you could do would be to just resize the wording a little bit, move it around so it's in a space that makes more sense. I don't really like the way my name is looking on here. So I'm going to go back into my effects and instead make it a little bolder like that. So now I'm going to get my logo on here. If you grab the picture and you drag it, it tries to replace it on the page. Okay. If you just click on the picture, it pops it over there. So there's two ways to add a picture graphic to Canva. I'm going to resize it to fit into this kind of like blank space I have right here. I kind of want it to go overlap my picture a little bit. So I'm going to do that. Yeah. If I want to add, maybe I want to take this whole thing and I'm like, you know, I kind of want to make it into an animated post, into a little video or something. You can easily just click on this and click the animate button, and it gives you a whole bunch of options for how you can animate this graphic into a little short video. Pretty cool. So we'll apply that. So now if I download this, it would download as an MP4, a video file. So let's say I want to take this and I'm like, all right, I'm pretty happy with that. I want to post it that way, but I don't want to post it as a video. I just want to post it as a graphic. So I'm going to remove all animations. So on the left side there, there's a button that lets you add animations or remove animations. You can also say how fast you want it to go. So you can make it the animation last only 1 second. So it's like a really quick animation, or you can slow it down and make it last 10 seconds. We have a chat. Barb has a question. Yes, ma'am. What is your question?
Yep. Hey. So one of the things that Ken and I were talking about earlier, so I saw something about Canva starting to do videos. Is this the video that they're talking about, or are they actually doing like regular videos, like, you know, 30-second clips, like a YouTube thing?
Yeah, we're going to make a video next. So,
okay.
Yeah,
well,
I'm going
I
to make.
will.
No, it's okay. I just want to show you that you can animate a graphic pretty easily if you wanted to make it into an animated thing.
Great.
That's a great question though. And another thing that I love about using Canva Pro is this little tool right here. So I could click this magic switch button. You guys see that magic switch button right there? If I click on that, I can say, okay, now I want to use this post, but I want to resize it so that it's a story. So a story or a reel on Instagram and Facebook isn't square like a post. It's more of a portrait. It's a longer, so it's made to be watched on your phone, right? It's made to fill the screen vertically. So you're going to come in here and now instead of recreating this whole thing and going back to the beginning and saying create Instagram story, blah, 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 I've already got all this plugged in here with my logo and my name and all this cool work I did. I want Canva to resize this into an Instagram story. So I click magic switch, I click Instagram story, continue. And now it will resize this. I say copy and resize. And I say open story. Now it opens it as a totally separate file and it resized it into the right layout. So now I can come here and just quickly kind of adjust it so it fills out the screen a little bit better. Make my picture bigger. Make this font a little bigger so you can read it a little better on the screen. But the idea is that if you're making a post, why not also make it into a story while you're already in there and post it to your story? And this will resize it for you so you don't have to like spend all that time remaking the whole entire post. And you can do that for anything, any like platform. If you wanted to say, okay, yeah, I want to make the same post, but I want to put it on TikTok or I want to put it on LinkedIn, it will resize it into the space it should be to post it to LinkedIn without you having to recreate the whole thing. Very cool. Very cool advancement for people like me that are trying to make 20, 30 posts a day. All right, so now we're going to make a video. So let's go right back to the beginning. And what's cool also about Canva is you don't have to save stuff. It saves it for you. So right now, if I went back to Canva and I go to my home page, right? Under recent designs, they're all right here saved for me already. So you don't have to really worry about, oh, I didn't save that change. Oh my gosh, what happened? You don't have to worry about that. So now we're going to come in here and we're going to say create a design. And this time we're going to say video. So this is going to make a video that's laid out for YouTube, for Facebook. It will go to Instagram. But on Instagram, you have to remember that a reel can only be like 90 seconds long. You can make several 90-second videos and put them together and make it into like a story on YouTube or on anything. Make a playlist on Facebook, a playlist on YouTube, or make a post on Instagram that has several stories in it together. So same thing as with creating a post, you can come in here and you can upload your own content. So if I had like videos I wanted to upload on here, I can just browse right to them. You can also click record yourself and have this cute little circle of yourself down here, and you can put something behind it. So I could be talking about whatever I have on the screen behind me and record myself talking about it. You can do camera and screen. So if I wanted to record this, it would be recording my screen and recording me talking at the same time. So right now it's recording me talking to you while I have this picture of my screen pulled up behind me. It's insane the capabilities that Canva has now. This is just, we're literally just touching on the very basic stuff that Canva is capable of doing at this point. So I'm going to stop recording, start recording here. Blah, 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 blah. It's going to save to my desktop. Done. Save and exit. And now that will plug in that little video I just made right in here into my Canva presentation. My computer is like choking on all this. Blah, 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 blah. It's going to save to my desktop. Done. Crazy. Save and exit. So now we just made a video of a screen recording. Pretty wild. So let's say that's trash. All right, we don't need that. We don't want any of that. Boom, get rid of that. Instead, I want to come over here and I want to find a video of someone. Let's say I want to find a video of someone flying a helicopter. So flying helicopter. I probably have to spell it right. Helicopter flying. Okay, suggested. So here we go. Here's all of our videos of helicopters flying that we can choose from. Crazy. It's endless. It's literally endless videos that you can choose from. So even if you had a company and you wanted to make 50 videos of helicopters flying, you would never run out of totally random content that you could use from Canva ever, because they're always putting new stuff in here. And as a contributor, I can take footage and I can put it in here and put it in Canva. And every time somebody uses it, Canva will start paying me for my content now. It's pretty wild. So if you want to plug one of these in, let's take this cool video of these helicopters, drop it over here. Boom, now we have a video of helicopters flying. So what can we do with this video and how can we make it something relative to our, let's say it's a helicopter rental business that we have. Cool, there's the helicopters flying. Now I want to put in some font. Rent a helicopter today. I should have picked something that's easier to spell. I'm gonna say rent a raptor. There we go. Rent a raptor. My mom's probably sitting there cringing, like, Lord, I taught this child better. See, I knew it.
I
All
have a
right.
question for you, Caroline.
Yes, ma'am.
When you're borrowing their content, do we have to worry about anything that's like any copyright issues or anything like that, or is it just public?
Yeah, all of
What
this
do you
is
think?
free use. You can use anything in here. You're paying for it. It's not free. You're paying for Canva Pro. So you're paying
Ah,
for
got
it.
it. Okay.
Yeah, it's not free. I
Okay.
mean, you're paying your whatever dollars a month to have all of this, but it's well worth
Right.
it because you have endless videos, endless photos, endless music too. So
Right.
so
Okay.
we can put in here, let's say we got our font, we say Rent a Raptor today, and maybe we also have our logo that we want to put on here. Oops. We have our logo we've uploaded already. So I'm going to grab my logo and put it in here. I just want it down here in the corner. So I'm going to watermark the video with my logo. And then, I mean, you can do layers on here of multiple things at the same time. So you could put another layer, like right here, I have this layer of my logo. I have this layer of the font, but you can also add in a layer of music. So over here on the left, just like we just pulled up video, there's audio. And it's the same thing. It's literally endless audio clips. So let's say I want to pull up hip hop, instrumental hip hop. Cool. I'm going to put that in. Drop music right there. Boom. So now we have a layer of video and we have a layer of audio. And now you can adjust it. And if you look close enough to it, you can see how it literally has like the beats marked out too. Like the song is actually marked already for where it suggests that you transition. And you can zoom in and see the beat even better on here. So let's say I want to split this video. I want it to be like only this long. You can right click on it and say split. And now it made it into two videos. There's a video there and a video here. So you can either adjust and have that font, like I don't want the font on the whole video. I only want it in the beginning of the video. And now you can go in and you can take that font and animate just that font. So that comes in on enter and exit. So now that font should come in and then disappear at the end of the split. Pretty cool, right? Did you see how I did? All right, so now let's say that's neat. I like the music, but the music is a little bit loud and I kind of want to put in a voiceover. So you can click on the audio track down here at the bottom and say adjust. You can do audio effects. You can do beat sync. The beat sync is cool because it displays the beat markers, but if you click on that, it will automatically, like if you had several clicks, it would automatically synchronize the clips to transition in and out and end and start on the beat. So let's do that. Let's add another like video clip in here.
This is almost easier than like using YouTube.
It's way easier than using YouTube. It's definitely easier than using like I use Adobe Premiere for video editing, and it's a lot easier than that. It's much more intuitive than that. And once you mess around with it, what I really like about it, we're almost out of time and I don't want to go over the 30 minutes because I promised I wasn't going to do that. But I want to show you the biggest, for me, the biggest advantage from a business perspective of using Canva. And I'm going to use one of my clients as an example. So Hawkins Landscaping. I do David's posts. I do not have to recreate his theme. It has his colors in here. It has his website on here. It has his logo on here. All I have to do is literally hit duplicate page and replace the photos. And now I have another post for him. I can come down here. This is another template I've created for his posts. I don't have to recreate this whole template every time I want to make a new post for him. I can simply come in here and replace that photo with a new photo I've uploaded, take a picture that he gave me that I took with my drone, pop it in there, and now I have a brand new post for him. And what, that took me half of a second to put that picture in there. And now it looks beautiful and it's branded perfectly. So as a business owner, you should focus on making like 4 or 5 templates that you like the way it looks, right? This is a blank template. All I have to do is plug his picture in there. And now I have really beautiful templates made for my business specifically. When I want to make more posts for him, I don't have to recreate all of that. I can just come in here and there's another example of layouts of his posts. Just take a picture and pop it in.
So if I wanted to do a video with the music that we created a couple of years ago for our jingle, put my jingle in there, and that will add it in.
Yep, look, remember how I was showing you go to uploads?
Yeah.
Right here you have images, videos,
Yeah.
audio. And I know it's not the one you want to hear, but there's a McRae jingle right there. Boom, drop it in. And it'll replace that.
Okay, this is very cool.
Or pop it in there.
Okay.
Right now, your custom, whatever audio clip you want in there is in there. Doing things right the first time, every time. That's the McRae way. So you can upload your own videos, your own audio clips, whatever you want.
Well, and then where we can add in audio for, where it's just the music, not the singing that was done.
Whatever you want to put in there, Barb, literally anything you can record. You can record a voiceover on your cell phone and you can say, hey, this is Barb with Air Doctor. I'd love to see you. If you have a question, give me a call. Da 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 da. And record it, send it to your Canva, upload it to your Canva, and pop it into your video. That easy. Yep. And another thing, I mean, I'm going to try to do these every week. So if you guys have specific things you want to work on, shoot me an email and I can try to cover some of that stuff. But I want to try to do this every Friday, have like a little social media roundtable where we can all learn together. And to me, it's intuitive. I don't really know what people need help with. So if you ask me specifically, then I can be more specific about what I'm helping you with. Yeah. I hope this was helpful for everybody. I'm going to stop recording. And if anybody wants to stay on, you're welcome to. So I'm just going to stop recording. So give me a second here.